loving creatures, and welcome to my world full of skittles. In this video I will be telling you about where I have been lately and why I have not been videoing. So obviously, as you know, my channel is all about educational purposes and trying to raise awareness for hidden disabilities. And so obviously because of that, my multiple health conditions have been getting on top and on top of each other. I haven't been able to film because of doctor's appointments, hospital appointments, and amongst that, doing things with family members. So, the other reason why I haven't been filming is last month, on Wednesday the 6th of February, I wasn't feeling too good. And, I would get cold spells and warm spells. It turns out I got an infection that kept coming back 4 times. It was a yeast infection, and it grows under your bust. And so I started getting this yeast infection on the 6th of February, and I was like, okay, it's come back different to last time. Came back with a little patchy red spot and a little bump. And so when I had the previous infections, I went to the doctors and they said, right, we'll give you antibiotics. And that was the second time I got the infection. The third time I didn't go because I thought it was nothing big. The 4th time I did go, and the doctor said basically there's really nothing you can rush about it, you know, and we'll give you the cream and come back when it gets worse, blah blah blah. So I came back around the Friday that week when I got it, and said, hey, this has come back different to last time. And I went to see the nurse practitioner. She said, right, okay, it could be the infection again. She prodded and poked it, did all the checks, because obviously our family has cancer on both sides. My nan's sister and father had it. My mum has kidney cancer, and other family members have had something like that. And so I wanted to get it checked in case it was anything serious. So she prodded and poked it, and she squeezed the lump. Little did I know, later that week, she made it worse by doing that. That week it would grow and grow and grow, and it was really painful. I couldn't even move off the sofa. I couldn't sleep. And by the time the Tuesday the 12th of February came round, almost a week later, it burst. Didn't know what it was, didn't know why it did it, but it just burst. And I felt really cold and shivery that week, and I got really hot and sweaty. And so on the Tuesday when it burst, I said, Mum, I can't keep dealing with this, we need to get it sorted. So Mum said, okay, we'll take you to A&E. Because something wasn't right. The liquid coming out didn't smell right. Didn't even look right. So we grabbed a sanitary towel, a really big sanitary towel. Luckily enough, my mum knew what to do, because she was trained to be a paramedic in St John's. She said, right, wrap this in your boob, stick your coat on, stick your shoes on, some pants on, we'll go to A&E. We got to A&E just about 7:45 on the Tuesday night. We were put as a minor, and we waited till maybe 9-10 o'clock to be seen. I got seen to by a lovely nurse in A&E, and she told me it was an abscess, and said that actually if you didn't come in any sooner you were this close to sepsis. And so me and my mum cried a little bit because it was scary for me, but even more scary for Mum because she's had sepsis, and sepsis can kill. And so they tried to deal with it as much as possible, and they said, right, we think you may need to go for surgery to have a chest drain put in, but there's 2 options: have the surgery, or we try and, you know, get all that liquid out in A&E. And I went for the first option, get all that liquid out in A&E. They did. And they had to take blood for a blood test too. They couldn't get a vein, so they poked me all along here and here. Eventually they had to put a green catheter in, like right here somewhere, and it really hurt. And by the time we got down to the ward, it was 2 o'clock. So they said, right, we're keeping you on day surgery. You know, it's fasting. You're not allowed to eat anything from now on, but you're allowed to drink till 6 o'clock. So I got on the ward for 2 o'clock. Had a nice late nurse bring me a flask of water and a cup. So I drank as much as I could. At 3 o'clock I got woken up to have some antibiotics. Went back to sleep, had some more drinks, and then by 6 o'clock we had the meds that we needed to take, and then that was the last of it. And I wasn't allowed to eat anything after that. A little bit later on, about 8 o'clock, the lights came on the ward, and so I waited most of the morning, had all my tests done, my blood pressure, my temperature, and everything checked. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it got to like lunchtime on the 13th, and they said, right, we're not going to take you in to day surgery because we need the boob team to take a look at you. So that day the lovely lady came down from the breast clinic and said, right, okay, I'll have a look at it, mark to see if it spreads or if it decreases, and here's antibiotics to go home with. And I was happy to go home, and provided that I came back the next day to get it scanned to see if it would come back. And they said it won't come back, but if it does, just keep an eye on it. And so I was like, okay, now I have a folder with the breast clinic. But I thought I'd share my experiences with you, because for me, at the age of 22, it's quite scary. I was the youngest one on that ward that day, and it was a day surgery, and a lot of the people on there were having breast removals done because they had been diagnosed with cancer. And so that ward was quite quiet, which was nice and respectful actually for them. But it just made me think of, you know what, why I got it tested, because it's important to get it done. If you don't get it done, you'll be like, oh, what is it, and you'll worry, and so much happens when you worry. So if you have anything wrong around your breasts or on your chest, please go get it looked at, because you never know what it could be. It could be something is not as lethal as a breast infection, but it could be something as painful as either breast cancer or an abscess. So please go get yourself checked if you're not sure. So this is why now I'm trying to do more videos on my channel and be more productive and raise awareness about things that not many people like to talk about. Sometimes it can be taboo subjects, and sometimes it could be raising awareness for disabilities, and that's what my channel's about. So please be safe, eat well, and live life to the full. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments.